Hey guys, my name is Simpzy. How are you all doing? Welcome back to some more Football Manager 2020. We're playing as Spurs. This is episode 4. In today's episode, we have two massive matches. We face Chelsea in a London derby. Then we face Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. And we also have the January transfer window where we're going to make some signings. So, if you like the sound of that and want to support me, the series and the channel, the best thing you guys can do is to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here with notifications on. Let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions for the series thus far. Players you would like me to sign, if you'd like to see a Season 2. But if you don't like me or Football Manager, feel free to leave a dislike. So we're currently sitting on 43 points, sharing it with Liverpool after 14 games and 1 draw apiece. That 1 draw is that Liverpool match. We're facing Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge here today. A huge match, if I do say so myself. Harry Kane is our leading goal scorer, along with, surprisingly, Ludwig Augustusson as our leading assister. Pulisic on the break there, straight at Lloris. Still playing our 4-2-3-1. Jurgen Klopp, high octane, high press formation. Kane on the counter attack there, gets cleanly taken out by Jorginho. Kepa, Tomori, Christensen making up the back line, along with Rudiger. And Ndombele looking to recycle and gain possession. Azpilicueta, Jorginho, Mason Mount, and Giroud up front. But Ndombele manages to tackle, get into the box in the final third, but the finish wasn't good enough. Oh, Pulisic, Pedro. Oh, and Ndombele's gone off with a red. 40 minutes in, we lose our key destroyer, our key playmaker, breaker in the midfield. Crap. Alright, we'll bring on Serge Aurier and we'll sacrifice Lucas Moura on the right hand side there. But one player down, Chelsea have the 11-man advantage to 10. And Chelsea looking to capitalise from their good position, but Kane's hit them on the break here. He skipped past 1 and 2, and the shot straight at goal. From the corner kick now, Ludwig Augustusson. The ball goes out of play. 0-0 is the scoreline in this massive derby. If you talk to some Spurs fans, you would say this is the penultimate Spurs derby. Well, some will say Arsenal is, but to be honest, I always like... Well, the thing is, right, with Spurs and Arsenal, it's always crazy, like the scorelines. But with Chelsea and Spurs, there's a lot of bad blood between them. But Mason Mount there makes it 1-0 just before the 50th. Breaking away there. It's magnificent Mason Mount to start the play. A nice 1-2 pass. And cleanly, cool, calm and collectively curl it into the back of the net. Pedro's looking for the second here now. And Chelsea are looking more likely to go 2-0 up here. Serge Aurier. Okay, good. No penalty. It went to VAR. There was a controversial penalty decision there. Kante coming up now. Tomori. Still one player down here, Spurs. Nice ball over the top to Ludwig Augustusson to find Kane. The top assister for Spurs and top goal scorer couldn't combine. Mason Mount is having a fantastic match here today. Winks as well. 70 minutes have been played. Looking at the time and scoreline, I'd say she's nearly all over red or over. But we're not going to give up. We're not going to relent. We're going to try and push until the final minute. It's Fergie time, boys. Not a good ball out. Chelsea dominating the midfield here. Hitting me on the break cleanly. Frank Lampard's attacking squad is doing very well, but there's a sloppy... a sloppy counter-attack. A sloppy possessional play there by Chelsea. Rudiger goes back to goal, trying to play out from the back, and Harry Kane makes it 1-1. Willian comes on for Pulisic, trying to save the points, and Tammy Abraham comes on for Giroud as well. We're still one player down, you need to remember that. So let's make some substitutions. We could bring on Poulsen, or maybe we're better off bringing someone like Ali. Yeah, let's keep the same role. Let's bring on Yusuf Poulsen and Dele Alli. It's still 1-1 with one player down. And Emerson comes on for Tomori. 90 minutes have been played. 92. And that's it. The full-time whistle has blown. We've managed to make it 1-1 against Chelsea here today. Look, that was a match that we really needed the 3 points from to get a nice, comfortable lead with Liverpool. But realistically, they are just chasing us. Losing a player pretty early on to come back and draw from 1 goal down, I'll take that. It's the 2nd of December. We're about to launch into the January transfer window now. Hopefully, we can make some transfers. Rightio then, guys. Welcome to the upcoming January transfer window. It's the 7th of December, and let's have a look at transfer listed players. Paul Pogba has been officially transfer listed for by Manchester United. The 26-year-old, valued at £56 million, will be leaving Man United in January. That's crazy. Look, if we've got the finances to do that, we should sign him. Costa, Rodriguez, also potential signing. Eric Bailly-Jones, Rojo. A lot of the Manchester United players there have been up for options. So I've launched a £45 million bid for Paul Pogba, which we can play this season. But we'll have to pay £80 million over 3 seasons. Unfortunately, even though we have the financial acquisitions ready, Daniel Levy doesn't want the transfer of Paul Pogba to come through. Daniel Levy, please. Eriksen is leaving potentially this season. Toby Alderweireld as well. I appreciate the comments during this discussion. So we've managed to convince Daniel Levy now with the selling. Because the thing is, right, Eriksen and Toby Alderweireld, unfortunately under the previous regime, their contracts will go out and they'll be gone for free. So that is a huge chunk of our wage budget taken care of. And we're currently negotiating here with Manchester United to get the services of Paul Pogba to replace Christian Eriksen in midfield. And then we have a little bit left over as well to bring some of the Toby Alderweireld contract on. So it looks like the signing of Paul Pogba could potentially go through. Evaluated at £65 million, 26 years of age. He's had a controversial season this time around under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and we're going to sign Paul Pogba in January because we look head on to at least winning a piece of silverware this season. If it's a good cup run in the EFL or Carling, or potentially in the Champions League and Premier League. But we've signed Paul Pogba from Manchester United for £45 million initially, rising to £125 million for Pogs. And the only way that acquisition was made was that Eriksen and Toby are going to be out next season, and we are paying in player installments. Unfortunately, Eriksen, regardless of how well this season goes, he will not be signing a contract. But there's nothing much I really can do about that. Wilfried Zaha's joined Man City. Kolasinac has left to join Marseille as well. So bringing in Paul Pogba, the thing is, right, PSG were incredibly close to signing Pogs. In Football Manager, if Paul Pogba hands in a transfer request, Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal are all going to be launching bids along with Spurs. We've managed to jump in there, as we are probably Premier League favourites along with Liverpool, seeing he's going to get a guaranteed position here. And Sennings, unfortunately, Pogba didn't go to PSG. PSG have signed a pre-contract agreement with Eriksen. So Eriksen next season, in Season 2, officially will not be a Spurs player. And Toby Alderweireld has made the decision to leave Europe and go and play in China. So potentially that's nearly £600,000 off our wage budget, and that can be allocated to the signing of Paul Pogba. So guys, welcome to the second match of today's video. We face Liverpool on the 1st of February. We're in the first knockout round against Shakhtar. We face Stoke in the FA Cup as well. We currently lead the Premier League pack. Unfortunately, Kane and Ndombele are out with an injury. So my two-man midfield, now that we've got Pogba, would be Ndombele and Pogs. However, with Ndombele's injury, Winks is going to come on. So we're still playing our 4-2-3-1. Now, unfortunately, with Kane picking up an injury as well. Dele Alli is going to be leading the line in this crucial fixture against Liverpool. £125 million for Pogs. I actually don't think that's that bad, especially playing over play installments. But if we can win the treble this season around, is there a point of doing season 2? Let me know in the comments. Or maybe you want to see how many trebles and trophies I can win. So we're playing Liverpool here today. Firmino, Salah, Mane leading the line. It's a strong squad. Alisson, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Fabinho, Keita, and Henderson. This is make or break. If we can beat Liverpool here today, even with this string of injuries, without Kane and Ndombele, we'll edge just closer to winning our first official Premier League title. Winks on the ball here now. Lucas Moura. Pogba joining Spurs to get some guaranteed silverware. Pogs to Eriksen. But it's crazy that he officially handed in his transfer request. He was not going to be a United player in January. He was going. But you never know. Depending how the results go in real life for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, a similar thing could happen. But Paul Pogba starts off the scoring here against Liverpool, scoring his 11th goal of the season. Only it's his first for Spurs, technically. But Dele Alli finds Paul Pogba to make it 1-0. The former Red Devil makes it 1-0 against his former huge rivals, Liverpool. It's 1-0 from a Paul Pogba goal there to come in. Get in, son. We've had some controversial signings. Ludwig Augustinsson was fantastic. Oh, Vertonghen makes it 2-0. Joel Matip picking up a yellow in the box there. Augustinsson from the corner kick. Backs to Pogs. Pogs is a huge deflection, but it's Vertonghen there to make it 2-0. If we can have these clutch players for Spurs to sort of drag us over the line, this is where title-winning sides and silverware-winning sides are made from. Poulsen hasn't had the most amazing season, even though he's a quality player on Football Manager Career Mode. It's pretty hard. The thing is, right, we haven't had any, realistically, we're halfway through the season now with episode 4. We haven't had any crazy injuries, striker-wise. Harry Kane has picked up a small knock here. He can't play for this match against Liverpool. But overall, he's played half the season. We haven't even needed Joshua Sargent. And Poulsen hasn't had a good run just yet. Grealish has had a good season. He's played well functionally. But Ludwig Augustinsson playing in the starting 11 week in, week out has definitely been the outlining. But 2-0 up against Liverpool. We actually drew against them 2-2 last time around this season. So hopefully, if we can beat them here today at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium at home, we might be able to go and win the title. Because it is an absolute head-to-head, neck-to-neck foot race here. Alright, it's time to make some substitutions. Let's bring on Toby Alderweireld for Vertonghen. And let's bring on Ryan Sessegnon for Ludwig Augustinsson, because he's exhausted. He's had a hell of a season this time around. And even though Pogs picked up the goal, it's probably not a bad idea to rotate him on. So, Toby, Sessegnon, and Grealish coming on for Spurs. 2-0 up. We need to hold on to this lead. Sessegnon loses possession. Creates a Liverpool counter-attack. Serge Aurier going back. Lucas Moura to Dele Alli. Back to Moura. Looking for the third. The ball comes in, but is comfortably cleared by the Liverpool defence. And a counter-attack's coming in for Firmino. Straight at the gloves of Hugo Lloris. He has been phenomenal this season. He was sort of one of the players that, look, you never know. He could have it's Eric Dyer! Could have a crazy season. But Eric Dyer there from Dele Alli scores his first goal of the season. A free kick just outside the edge of the area and a dangerous spot on the angle. And Spurs go 3-0 up. I'm absolutely ecstatic by the result. Just before the 85th, Spurs are 3-0 up against Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool. And it looks like we're going to claim the points against Jurgen Klopp's side. We are the true gegenpressing, high-octane, strangulation squad. And Moura rattles it off the crossbar there. Moura is just on fire. Nice 1-2 pass between him and Serge Aurier. Liverpool looking to hit on Spurs on the break. That's a good tackle there on Divock Origi. But that's it. The full-time whistle is blown. We have beaten Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool 3-0. Eric Dyer, Vertonghen, the two unlikely goal scorers. But Paul Pogba picks up the goal there in a clutch moment at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Unfortunately, guys, it is time to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're not enjoying the series, feel free to leave a dislike. Check out my social media links if you want to stay connected with me. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, all in the description below. Highly recommend Twitter. Every single time I post a video, a tweet goes out. It's much more reliable than the YouTube sub box these days. To get all the notifications for the channel, you have to click subscribe, of course, and the bell to join the notification squad. I do enjoy reading those comments. If you guys want to get yourself some cheap and reliable games, maybe some PSN and Xbox codes to buy packs for Ultimate Team, or maybe just some games, I really do recommend checking out my affiliation link, G2A. There's some really good prices, so even just looking around, to be honest. Anyway, the Patreon Steam group there as well. Come and join the community on Steam. My name has been Simpzy. Stay tuned for more videos on the channel. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. Goodbye. Mahrez whips it into the box. Royce! That is just ridiculous. With the layup, Marco Reus